Are you struggling with relationship problems? The cause may be the attachment style you developed with your primary caregiver as an infant. Here's how to recognize insecure attachments and build stronger, healthier connections. First, what are attachment styles? Attachment styles refer to patterns of bonding that people learn as children and carry into their adult relationships. They're typically thought to originate from the type of care one received in their earliest years. The concept involves confidence in the attachment figure's availability as a secure base from which one can freely explore the world when not in distress and a haven from which one can seek support, protection, and comfort in times of distress. Understanding how your attachment style shapes and influences your intimate relationships can help you understand your behavior, how you perceive your partner, and how you respond to intimacy. Identifying these patterns can help you clarify what you need in a relationship and the best way to overcome problems. While attachment styles are largely shaped by the infant primary caregiver connection, especially during the first year, it's important to note that attachment strength is not based solely on the level of parental love or the quality of care an infant receives. Rather, attachment is founded on the nonverbal emotional communication between caregiver and infant. What are the 4 different attachment styles? Secure attachment style. Fortunately, more than half of adults have a secure attachment style. These individuals are empathetic and able to set appropriate boundaries. People with secure attachment tend to feel safe, stable, and more satisfied in their close relationships. While they don't fear being alone, they usually thrive in close, meaningful relationships. A secure attachment style doesn't mean you're perfect or don't experience relationship problems. But you likely feel secure enough to take responsibility for your mistakes and failings and are willing to seek help and support when needed. Secured individuals appreciate their self-worth and can be themselves in an intimate relationship. Secure individuals can maintain emotional balance and seek healthy ways to manage conflict in a close relationship. When faced with disappointment, setbacks, and misfortune in their relationships and other parts of their life, they are resilient enough to bounce back. Secure attachment typically results from a good parenting/caregiving relationship in which the caregiver or caregivers pay attention to the child's needs, are responsive, and react quickly and positively. Anxious attachment style. Anxious attachment involves the fear of abandonment, and roughly 19% of adults fall into this category. People with this attachment style are often anxious and uncertain and lack self-esteem. They crave emotional intimacy but worry that others don't want to be with them. For these individuals, it is more than likely that their caregiver responded to their needs inconsistently. These individuals want to be in a relationship and crave closeness and intimacy with a significant other, but they struggle to feel they can trust or fully rely on their partner. For individuals with anxious attachment, being in an intimate relationship tends to take over their life, and they become overly fixated on the other person. Anxiously attached individuals find it difficult to observe boundaries, viewing the space between them and their partner as a threat, which can provoke panic, anger, or fear that their partner no longer wants them. For these individuals, a lot of their sense of self-worth rests on how they feel they are being treated in the relationship, and they tend to overreact to any perceived threats to the relationship. Avoidant attachment style. Individuals with an avoidant attachment style are the opposite of the anxious style. Individuals with avoidant attachment have trouble getting close to and trusting others, and relationships can often make them feel suffocated. People with this attachment style prefer to be independent and rely on themselves, and themselves only, to protect themselves from becoming too intimate. Approximately 25% of adults have this type of attachment style, and it may be a result of caregivers being dismissive, unresponsive, or uncaring to their emotional, physical, and mental needs. For individuals with an avoidant attachment style, the more someone tries to get close to them or the needier a partner becomes, the more they tend to withdraw. Individuals with an avoidant attachment style are prone to minimize or disregard their partner's feelings, keep secrets from them, engage in affairs, and even end relationships to regain their sense of freedom. Fearful avoidant style is also known as disorganized attachment. The fearful avoidant attachment style is the rarest. This attachment style stems from intense fear, often as a result of childhood trauma, neglect, or abuse. Adults with this attachment style tend to feel they don't deserve love or closeness in a relationship. These individuals want affection so badly but also want to avoid it. They crave being loved by others but are hesitant to form close romantic relationships. Fearful avoidant individuals likely never learn to self-soothe their emotions, so both relationships and the world around them can feel frightening and unsafe. Now that you are acquainted with the 4 adult attachment styles, you may know which one your actions and beliefs lean toward. Although it is normal to recognize features of one or more attachment types in your romantic relationship history, it's important to remember that they can change with major life events or even with different partners. Suppose you identify with one of the insecure attachment styles in relationships. In that case, it is highly recommended that you actively address the issue through increasing self-awareness, working on self-development, and, if necessary, seeking psychological help. We hope this information was helpful. Please remember to subscribe and leave a comment.